Good evening and welcome to Friday night streaming. No idea what we're doing tonight. No idea. Same as every Friday night. I assume that, pardon me while I move things around here. I assume that it will be some sort of City of Heroes because that's how we have this flagged. And also be something not high-end. I guess would be the way to look at it. Currently waiting on my lovely partner. Hopefully she will show up shortly because I think she's delightful. And life is better when she's around. All right, so I am in the middle of working on several different builds of the 50 plus. The one I'm probably working the most hard on out of all of them, although also not the most time at this point in time, is my stone tanker. I just went through and ended up rebuilding or respeccing, and I don't know if it's going to work or not. I guess we're going to find out. Oh, I sold something. What did we sell? Something for 5,000. I am rich. All right, let me see if I can find my option for tanker open. Wait, do I have to sell that first? I gotta sell that. It's already saved, right? Fire can. Yep, it's already saved. All right. Now we'll just save it again. All right. So my tanker is, where is my tanker? Stone tanker. Are you the mama? I believe you are the mama. So this is the build I'm currently looking at. I apologize if on the screen it isn't all that clear. It's hard to actually resize mids in a way that makes it look easier to read. Anyhow, is there a different font maybe? No, there really isn't. But regardless, the build itself is kind of set up around being able to do where is it? Granite armor. And I don't know if I want to build for granite armor or not. Granite armor on its own does a pretty good job of all of this right here. But if I don't run that, I just run rock armor, rooted, crystal armor, tough minerals, and brimstone armor. It's really close here, right? I could possibly tweak this, and I definitely could if I'm taking like agility for my incarnate. I think I am actually. Hold on one second. Let's take a look here. I'm just starting on that. Yeah, agility. So that should allow me to get a higher benefit regarding my defense. I think the highest I get though is going to be 20% no matter which one of these things I take. So I'm not getting a bigger bump than I currently have right here, right now. What? Okay, let me. Everything's fired up right now, other than granite. Granite, you know that. And I am only at 45 and smashing and lethal. And I guess energy, negative energy, psionic. So there are a bunch of holes. Oh, hello, beautiful. I cannot hear you. Maybe do I have you muted? Hold on a second. Let me see. I do not have you muted. Can you hear me? Okay. Well, I'm going to double check to make sure. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Before, I had an issue with something here. Voice and video default. Let's pick this and this. Could you try again?
Yes.
There we go. For some reason, my default got changed again. I was just talking to myself, basically. Duder, what is up? Thanks for tuning us in. Quick intro if you guys don't know us already. That's Christina. You cannot see her currently, but I can because I'm lucky. And I am Paul. And one of us is beautiful and charismatic and sexy, and the other one gets to sleep with her.
I still think you have that inverted. Wait. Gosh. But you couldn't do the heart.
Yeah. I don't have us on screen, Christina, so you don't have to worry about your background too much if you don't want to.
Oh, it's okay. It's the dog is like keeps going behind me, and so I find it visually distracting.
Distracting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just having him like, because then I'm like, what is that motion? And it makes me turn my head.
Gotcha.
He's happy, but he's hovering.
I get it. All right. Well, I'll sign off and I'll go get whatchamacface, the ice queenie thingy. Brute. What was his name? I've forgotten.
What are you doing?
I am
Not
looking
you.
for my.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about you.
Okay. I'm like, I just told you what I was doing. All right. Where would I put? Oh, here we go.
That was my fault. You know, when you leave him, when you don't pay enough attention to him, he likes to get into things.
Uh huh.
And so you'll look over and he's just got something in his mouth he's not supposed to, and he's nonchalantly staring at you to see if you're going to give him attention by telling him to drop it. It's
Uh huh. Oh, I sold two things. Hold on. What did I sell? It's gonna be exciting. Probably isn't gonna be. Oh, it's 1,000,000. Nice.
Duder, hopefully you haven't been busy for the wrong reasons. But
I don't know. You're pretty cute though. I'm very compelled to actually put you on screen.
I don't care what you do.
You don't, so
I don't.
I can share all of those pictures. Nice. Do you know I wouldn't do that?
I do know you wouldn't do that.
All right. Let's pop us up here. Pop out. Go over to do this thing here. And then do this to this. I wonder if we'll hear from Zach at all tonight. And we'll go over to here and click on this. And oh, there we are. All right. And let's slide this over a bit. That was very disappointing to hear. Well, I guess disappointing isn't the word. Very saddened to hear that that Anne Hash did not pull through. Sounds like she was very troubled.
Yeah.
But smoke inhalation is very, very difficult. More people die from that than from burns. And I'm going to guess that she probably ended up with third-degree burns in her lungs.
Yeah, they said that she went straight to a burn unit.
Yeah. Okay, I think are we set up? I think we're set up. Good deal. All right. Do you have what's her face in here? The
It's the only one I got on Excelsior.
All right.
Isn't that a
Um,
Monty Python thing? I really should watch that. Haven't we watched it? Did I
Ex-
fall asleep in it?
Excelsior? I don't really know what you're asking me.
What's the term? I feel like it's like from a Monty Python script,
The word
or maybe
Excel,
it's Saturday Night Live,
the word
where they
Excelsior?
go like Excelsior. Is there some kind of like? Never mind.
I
I'll
don't know.
Google it and I'll figure it out because it's some pop culture reference that I don't understand because I don't understand enough of pop culture.
You're not a pop culture
Yes,
guru.
thank you, Duder. The Duder's got it. It's a Stanley pop culture reference. This is what happens when you don't watch the Marvel movies like you're supposed to. This is why I need to depend on other people.
It's amazing that
Ooh.
you've gotten along this far in your life without knowing that. Really.
Without knowing.
Excelsior, Stanley. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm kidding.
there's things that are just not important to me.
My brain is stuffed so full of worthless information, and it sounds like Duder is up there too. Uh,
See, and I'm oh, Duder, that's excellent. I'm really glad to hear that. Duder said he was busy for the best reasons, which is always good. And now he's in Germany. Paul is a fan of the Germans.
well, I mean, they're close to my genetics, so yes. Yeah, my family is from Hamburg or Hamburg, that area. We were not royalty. We were the people picking potatoes for the royalty, basically. I come from very low breeding. Well, I don't see you in here, and
I'm in.
I'm looking around.
I'm at the pay to win, re-upping my experience bonus right now.
Oh, okay.
Because you always remind me, did I up my experience bonus? And so for once, I'm actually doing it proactively.
And you say I don't know, and then you check and
I
like
do say I don't know.
I
I
got
do say I
like
don't know.
I got like
Look at me doing the things in the
mm,
stuffs today.
maybe an hour left. I don't know. I was almost out too, actually. All right. I think we're running your missions.
Mm-hmm.
You want to figure that out, and I'm gonna grab. I think I have coffee. Heat it up.
Hmm.
I'm gonna grab it. I'll be right back.
Where are my missions? Just before he gets back, just because he doesn't care about food and I care a lot about food, it is Girl Scout cookie season. Like all of them are getting delivered, like within the last month or so. And this is like the most amazing period of my life every year. So if I seem really happy, it's the sugar high. I've got a whole sleeve of Thin Mints. I'm ready to go today. It's gonna be awesome. Aren't they? Oh my God, the Thin Mints are so good,
There's
especially when you put
only
them in the freezer.
there's only one Girl Scout cookie, and Thin Mints are it. I would agree with that. Okay, Cable. Let's see how we're gonna work this out. There we go. You go over here. All right.
We finished my arc the last time we were in.
Did you take off? You must have taken off.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a place to go find missions.
Got it. Well, it is your favorite position.
It's not.
No, it's totally not. Um, it's an interesting thing, though. We were just talking a little bit about male nurses. mean, not the gender occupation specific thing, but a person who wanted to become a nurse who was a male, who was not well suited for the job.
That is an individual who many things are not well suited for.
Yeah,
But,
interaction with other human beings is just not a
it's
strong
not
point.
it's not as it's not.
Do you know how some people would be, well designed to do research?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I know some of those people because I work with them in research.
Right. That they're not really built to interact in
Yeah,
environments that
are social.
yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be good at either one of those things. All right.
So I need to pick a new contact. We finished Angela Who. We finished Mr. Caldoon. There's a bunch of first ward contacts over here. Do you want Doc Bugsaw? Doc Bugsaw's kind of a weirdo.
I don't really care. Anything works. I suppose that's something I hadn't thought about in most secular, is that the word? Non-military? Let's go that way. Non-military hospitals, there are, the nursing assistants that do all of that grunt work. One, it's so hard on them too. I dated one when I was in college who just got beaten up by it. Of course, she was like 5'6" and 125 pounds. So you get some people out there who haven't moved in 2 days.
Yeah.
And the last time they walked was a lot longer than that ago. And but it's so essential.
Oh, Christina, this is not a super jump character. Every so often I forget.
Yeah. Oh, got a mission.
We do have a mission in Sharkhead.
I just saw the thing. I can't really see it as such, but I saw something change in the text.
Yes, we are recovering our first item for Doc Bugsaw.
Bugsaw?
Buzzsaw, sorry.
Oh, okay.
My words all come together sometimes.
Yeah, words are
hard.
Words are transient. Hold on, I'm going to read your fortune, and you're going to like it. Come back here. Come here.
You don't just get to boss me around.
I just did. You will not make it the full 3 hours tonight. You get close though. Be like half an hour, 20 minutes short, and you're just going to be dead to the world tired.
Why do you say that?
Because I know you. And that's okay. All right. People. Okay, there's a people there. There's some people here. I'm just going to walk around this corner here. Well, what happened to everybody else? Oh, that's still coming? Oh, they can see me. That was a bad pull on my part. I'm doing something here. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing this. That's right.
I mean, there might be a cookie crash, for sure, but...
She actually does it pretty well with this. She doesn't do the sugar crash.
Yeah. It's not usually sugar at this point.
But I think that they have a sugar crash. You have to stop eating the sugar.
Touché.
I'm just being honest. I'm gonna pull all the way down. I'm pulling it all the way down, honey.
I'm gonna not interfere with your pull since I get critiqued for like I can't control myself to not hit anything until you're done pulling.
Did you see me pull them all the way down?
All the way down, baby.
All the way down. Ooh,
all the way down.
Get my butt kicked. Oh, look at that little knot of people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They just do this little thing right here.
I'm gonna do this thing.
A little bit of this.
They set me on fire.
A little bit of this.
And this?
A little bit of that. Oh, nice. Hey, they're all choking.
Yeah. Look, I'm doing things and stuff.
Apparently their gag reflex is just not up to the task now, is it? How sad for them. And a punch. And punch. Oh, I punched that guy out of that corpse. Alright. I gotta ask, Dieter, what is the weather in Germany where you're at? The U.S. has been going through major heat issues, especially in the East Coast, and well, I guess on the West Coast too. The middle part of the country has been just fine, but I've been reading about wildfires in France. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the Seine's drying up.
Yeah.
And,
that's right.
I know. When I spoke to my manager in Germany, he said it was like 36 degrees Celsius there, which was super hot for them. I don't know the math to make it translate.
That's like over 100, isn't it?
I don't know.
We'll have to ask Isabel.
I'm not the math person to convert things. Ha!
Oh, kicked in the head. Is this the guy we have to beat? Oh yeah, this is the guy here, isn't it? Oh, I want to punch him. Oh, he's unaffected. Oh, wait. Why is he unaffected?
I don't know, man. But we gotta keep going. So 88 is 31. And so then if it was 36, that's like... you said like 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, got no energy. Oh, there we go. Nice. I don't see anything else in here, but that's not surprising, now, is it? All right. Yeah. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's get out of here.
Oh.
Hey, Google. Wait, I'm in the wrong room. Alexa, how many degrees Fahrenheit is 36 degrees Celsius?
36 degrees Celsius is 96.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
I need 96.8.
There you go.
I like how my hair has chosen this this particular motion to go. I'm trying to go like middle-aged anime type of thing. All right. Oh, over there.
Yeah, air conditioning is what makes the biggest difference once you get to a certain point.
Especially in a hospital.
Yes.
All right, what do we got going on here? I got yada yada yada. I need one of those, and okay.
Yes, and I did know that one, Dieter, because you use that. That's why I use incubators when you're doing cultures to accelerate bacterial growth in a short period of time. It's funny how, as like an '80s kid, somebody says "the more you know," and in your head you see the rainbow and you hear the sound automatically. Like it's like a whole like memory trigger that you experience in your brain whenever it comes up. Who are these pissed off miners again?
Well, they look like they're of voting age. I can't really tell for sure. I mean, if they are minors, they cannot have guns, right? Is that how it works?
Hasn't that been proven incorrect?
No, it's illegal for them to have them. Therefore, they can't have them because because laws.
Because things that are illegal never happen.
That's right. Should make a law against it. It will no longer happen. Is this all that there is? Yeah, I got the knowing is half the battle thing.
Yeah.
As well. That's a G.I. Joe. Yeah,
I'm gonna do that thing I forget to do, and I'm gonna open my map.
Oh, I don't know why you close your map, but okay.
I will, because on this
Is-
character I don't have it set up that it's separate from the mission.
Oh, well, okay. So
You showed me how to do this when I was at your house. And then you did it for me, and then it was just
right, so I'm going to coach
Anyway.
you how to do it. Oh, look at that face! Oh my God! It's just like I told you to finish your broccoli.
no.
Oh my God! Oh, the pain of me telling you how to click on something.
It's because I know how to do it. You click on the thing, and then you undock it, and then you drag it to the other side of the screen.
Right. So it's not in your way. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already done.
Okay. Yeah. I was trying to be helpful, but thanks for the attitude.
I love you.
Yeah, you do. I'm going in this room. There. I am psychic. I'm coming back out of the room. Look at that. I know exactly what I'm doing in the future. Alright. Oop, my biscuits are burning.
Oh, that's a lot of
Um,
miners. This looks like Virginia.
this looks like one of those little high school dance parties. There are so many miners here. Look at that. They're all staggering around.
Oh goodness.
Wait, didn't you used to go to some sort of minor dance thing? Or wait, am I thinking of somebody else?
Yeah, I went to anime conventions
Oh, I'm talking about in high school.
in high school.
No. You
I
were-
went to Future Business Leader of America
You,
conventions.
you didn't go to these little minor
The Teeny Bopper concert days, like they would do at
alcohol,
Disney.
no serve type thing.
I did. I used to go to Daytona Beach for the Christian rock concert series
See, okay. I pay attention sometimes.
with the church. So,
But
which
it's-
was such an odd juxtaposition to the rest of my life in the hood. But yeah,
Let's
yeah,
just take
I
these
did do
guys out
those
here.
things.
Hey, apparently that guy just proposed. Do you see it? This other guy came
No.
out and he's engaged.
Oh,
Oh, no, enraged. Never mind.
I like that you're hard of seeing. It makes things interesting when you read the labels. The byproduct of the sugar is I'm now getting the crap kicked out of me.
Like literally?
Yeah.
Is it on the chair right now? Is it
No, it's not like that bad, but it's probably enough to move things along.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. It's not that bad.
I'm just gonna go over here. I get icicles pretty soon. I'm really looking forward to that.
Ooh. I get fire imps, I think you said.
You do. You must be 29, right?
For forever, yes.
I would expect you to have gotten further along. Oh, we'll just keep you from dying tonight. Just like that.
Mm.
I made up my mind. You're just not going to die. No debt. You level faster. Although you probably played a fair amount last time without your experience point bonus.
I didn't die last time.
Right. I'm just saying though. I bet you may have played a fair chunk of that without having your experience point bonus running.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
It wasn't out yet. It was down to the last notch,
Gotcha.
but it wasn't out yet when I re-upped. I just knew if I started playing without re-upping, it was going to be out.
Can I run out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go upstairs. Going upstairs. Oh, I got it blew it up there.
So fast! Look how fast you are.
Yeah, I wonder why I'm so fast. Why am I so fast? I wonder.
Okay, so were you more of a G.I. Joe person or more of a Thundercats person?
Thundercats.
Do you remember Thundercats?
Oh God. Chitara was freaking hot.
Honestly, it is going to sound terrible. I loved Panthro, but my favorite one was Snarf.
Snarf was so freaking annoying.
I know, but he was so cute.
He was
so
like
cute
he was
and
like
always made me laugh.
he was like the what's the name of the little dude you can't see his face on He-Man?
Oh God.
Same type of character. They just exist to annoy you.
No, I know who you're talking about, and I can't remember his name. Because I used to watch like He-Man and She-Ra with Masters of the Universe,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
Oh, I hear something. Oh, I think there's a corpse.
Men
over
eat
here.
faces. Is that really his name? Was Men Eat
No,
Faces?
no. That was one of
Men
one of
Eat.
the evil guys. This was
Oh.
this was the magic being that was supposedly a good guy. He floated around. He was wearing like this hat that came down over his face. You could only see his eyes. It's gonna bug me.
Orko?
Orko, that's it. I'll leave
I
the
hear.
corpse will come up to you. We're right. I think
hear.
we're right next.
Oh,
to
it's the corpse that's blubbing.
Yeah, same character. Snarf. Same
I just
character.
love it was the voice. You see, even you can do the voice now, years later.
Oh yeah.
But like, what I loved about Panther is that Panther could build anything.
Yeah,
He's just like-
there's no reason Lionel should be heading that thing up. No freaking way. He was at least qualified of anybody there.
Oh, well, you see, it's funny that when you're watching the show, you're just like, yeah. So the most attractive one, who's got the biggest sword, that's the person who's in charge.
Just comes some watery tart lobbed a scimitar at him is no reason to make him leader. Oh, I exited, by the way.
I saw that. Oh, dude, I was too in the early '80s. The early '80s, I was born.
You guys are Reagan babies.
Were what babies?
Reagan babies.
Oh, Reagan babies.
Yep.
I couldn't understand it with your Midwestern pronunciation.
How I use like all of the word and don't add anything else onto the word. Yeah.
Or subtract something from the word.
I can understand how that could be confusing.
I would say, oh my God, all the, with the frying eggs.
What?
And all the Dare concerts. Yes, Studer, I remember.
Oh.
Don't do drugs. For me, because I was like in the inner city and it was the hood and everyone was selling drugs and doing drugs. It was kind of, it just.
I was also in the hood.
Oh, this is your jam. This is Freak Show.
Right next to the cow pasture.
Yep.
I was going to stand here and let them blow themselves up on me. Because that's the way I roll.
I'm choking them. I think they like it.
Some people, if you're not careful, they're going to die here. You got to be careful with this. We should just give them a little belt. little belt, and then like the closet. They can work the rest of it out themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. See, hood adjacent is a good place to be because you get like the best of both worlds. You can like go visit when you want to, but then you can actually leave and go back to like your normal friends and talk about, the experiences in the other place. You know enough to be savvy without actually being entrenched in the culture.
And yet, the person that you possibly fear most out of anybody in the world is probably, 5'8", weighs 135 pounds, is a redhead, and you would never, ever, for a single second, mess with her in any way.
No, I would not.
Her hood was a little different.
Yeah, there was conversation today about how when I was introduced to all of them, the pictures I had been shown of Kim were like her competition pictures, and how I kind of thought she must be the brawn of the operation, and that made Kim laugh for a solid, I think, few minutes. I was like, I thought we had like beauty, brains, and muscle, and they were all going to be out for me, like as your protective crew.
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh no. She's like, you haven't done anything till you've seen is chuck a cow. That was it. She was chucking calves like clutch purses, was the way she described it. And the explanation was, well, yeah, they're like 115 pounds. You have to do it quick, or they fight you. So she's just chucking them left and right,
Yeah.
sorting for gender, tagging the ears.
These ones get milked. These ones get eaten. Or possibly sold for breeding.
Ooh, Bobby Brown. That's another 80s, 90s throwback. Okay, I will say, Paul, you're very into 70s music, but what do you feel was the best group of the 80s?
Well, I mean, that had to come out in the 80s?
Or that was like big and popular in the 80s?
The biggest band of the 80s was Van Halen.
I was really into Michael Jackson, and then Bon Jovi.
They did their 1984 album, and it was a huge seller. And the one that was kind of the flash in the pan in the 80s was Twisted Sister. We're Not Gonna Take It. It was huge. They were like just kind of a one-hit wonder, and he ended up D. Sanders. Is that what his name is? The lead singer ended up testifying in Congress because Tipper Gore, Al Gore's wife, was trying to get labels on the music so that they couldn't be sold to minors. And D. Sanders says, "You just go ahead. If you could put a label on my music that says it's not safe for kids, I will sell so many more records." And they were
true.
right. He was absolutely right.
Yeah. Dude, for especially like New Kids on the Block, my coworkers actually went to. They had a New Kids on the Block concert week before last, maybe. It was pretty recently.
I think they should change their name.
God, I can't get out of this window.
They need to change their name. Really. You can't be New Kids on the Block after 40 years.
Well, they said everyone said it was a great concert, but like the beautiful part of it is like it actually started at like 7:30 instead of 8:30, because you know how concerts always start super late, and it ended by like 11, and I was like, that's beautiful.
And like Boys to Men, they should just be men now. Really. I mean, Boyz II Men was huge, but they were more 90s. They were just getting started in R&B back in the 80s, late 80s. Run DMC. Run DMC was freaking huge. They blew it up when they did the Walk This Way mix with Aerosmith. Aerosmith was effectively dead at that time. And Run DMC came along. They did their mashup. And it made them famous, and it brought Aerosmith back again, too. But from my perspective, the biggest band of the 80s is definitely Van Halen. They went from being... Journey was up there, too, but Van Halen was the one that was selling out everywhere.
Hello.
Zach, what is up?
That is me. Let's see. Arm's doing better.
Ah, that's right. Do you still have the same cast on, or were you able to just do something smaller? Oh, we're out of here.
They gave me a smaller one.
Mission's over. I just realized that.
Yeah. So, Paul, I have a Windows related question.
Yeah.
I'm stuck because remember I have that little pop-up thing that keeps telling me that I need to renew my antivirus, and I keep selling it. I don't want to have my antivirus, and so now it came up with like this news window, and I can't get rid of it, and everything is frozen, and I might have to reboot because it literally. Oh, I remember. Control, Alt, Delete. Task Manager.
Foreigner was huge, but Foreigner kind of came on big in the late 70s to begin with. I just remember Van Halen kind of coming out of nowhere, even though Van Halen also got their start in the 70s, but they really took off.
New Kids on. They're not old enough for Medicare. They're our age.
New Kids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's one of the New Kids' names?
Donnie.
Donnie what?
Darko.
No. That's a creepy ass movie, by the way. That really messed me up.
Hold on a second.
I can't get rid of it. It's like stuck here in my taskbar, and I can't get rid of it.
Jordan Knight.
Yes.
Jordan Knight is...
What, like 50?
52 years old. He is an AARP candidate. So no, they're not your age. You fetus.
Don't call. I'm not a fetus.
Fetus. Oh yeah, was it Donnie? Donnie Wahlberg?
Yes.
Because Marky Mark was his own thing at that time.
Yeah, but they were all kind of like together, but not really.
And they're all like 4'8". It's kind of amazing.
They are not.
Oh, it was a Hobbit musical group?
It was, yeah, actually. Oh, what's going on here? Any of you boys Smithies?
I thought Donnie was hot back in the day. He had nice hair. He had really nice hair. It's like that 80s like thing that everybody had going on at the time.
Yeah.
The 80s. It was how it was.
Do you need to restart?
Yeah, I can't get this thing off my screen. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Okay, so you know where on the taskbar at the bottom.
Yep. I'm looking at the taskbar.
Can you right click on whatever is currently associated with that and see if you can close task?
It's like a news window, so it popped up and it has like all the news stories of the day, but like you can't even click the news stories; they're all frozen.
Oh, that sounds like it's one of the new options with Windows 10 for news, which is next to the clock.
Yes, it is,
Okay,
and I can't get rid of it.
If you click on the news again on the taskbar, it should minimize it. Okay.
Also gave me a memory error and said that I was out of memory on the computer earlier because I downloaded Guild Wars 2.
Oh, Guild Wars 2.
That's.
Is that what you guys are playing right now?
No, we're on City of Heroes, but that might be That might
I'm just wondering if
be.
it's a memory error.
Well, you might be confusing memory and storage. Because if you're out of storage, that means you don't have a hard drive space. If you're out of memory, that means functionally Windows can't run because it just can't find the bandwidth to do so.
And it said that, and it said that it did not have the bandwidth to run updates or do anything.
Yeah, you should probably restart.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay. I will, I'll hang out here.
Okay.
So, Zach, what else has happened
Yes, my
regarding
friend.
your hand?
It's healing well. I got an air cast on. It should be probably another week or two, and I'll be all set.
That's amazing how quick that can happen. My mom, she was walking the dog, and of course she's not a young lady anymore, but probably about 10, 15 years ago, and it was one of those uneven pavement things, where
Yep.
one section of the sidewalk was just lipped up a little bit, and she went down and ended up she ended up hitting her face, and ended up fracturing her orbital, which is, and then I think she also ended up fracturing something in her wrist as well.
Oh, I'm glad she's all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's amazing how fast that can happen. So it sounds like pretty much all of our recent injuries are dog related.
Yeah, I guess it does. I guess that is true. Yeah.
Because of those bastards. And
Man's
Christina,
best friend, my ass.
I don't know if you caught anything, or I don't know what Christina's been sharing. My ability to actually peruse the Discord has been a little limited lately, but she the puppy, Charlie.
Yep.
Has been bringing in sticks to chew, and of course my suggestion is don't let him bring sticks in. But apparently she ended up stepping on it at some point in time, and ended up getting an embedded sliver, a bunch of slivers in the bottom of her foot, including the ball of
that's
her
fun.
foot. Yeah. So yeah,
Lesson learned, or is she still letting him bring in sticks?
I don't know. She ended up having to go in and have it looked at because it had swollen up, and when she squeezed, something came out. So
Yeah.
yeah, she had an infection going on regarding it. So her recent injury is also dog related.
Well, I didn't know about that, but I mean, that's kind of I feel like that's kind of deserved because you shouldn't let your dog bring in sticks. I mean, that's what shoe toys are for.
These are just these are battles, which I don't know that I want to get involved in.
No, I hear you.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. I see you guys.
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, you're cute. All right, what are we doing? Oh, yeah.
I'm logging back in, is what I'm doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude, you can't really put her face in a cast. But yeah, that's Zach and I were just saying all of our most recent injuries are dog related,
Yeah.
including yours. And then I shared your pussy foot story. And I said pussy with the short sound of the U.
Right.
Now she's remembering her password. And that's not the right password.
Shush.
Hey, Christina, have you ever heard of a password manager?
Do you think it actually would work for this?
Yeah, you can copy and paste into there.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. But like the ones where, in recent memory, you can actually, it'll automatically populate it. I don't know if it would do it on this or not.
No, that wouldn't work.
This is
But
such an old interface.
Technically, Charles belongs to both of us. Although it was mostly my independent decision.
Yeah, my input on that was being informed.
I know all about that.
So that was the extent.
Sometimes that's how it works. I love you.
Oh, and by the way, when we get back from New Hampshire, I should tell you that we're gonna have a dog dropped off that we don't know. No, no.
Hey, yes, I call him Charles Barkley all the time, and
Yeah.
I always joke that he hates women from San Antonio.
It's because of the churros. They just can't stop eating the churros.
Oh, whenever I get mad, I call him Charles Barkley. And the kids are like, "Why do you keep saying that?" And they don't get it.
They don't know who Charles. See, this is how it starts. These references. This means you're old. If the kids don't get your references that are funny, that means you're getting old.
Just have them play the Charles Barkley video game.
They would more think Gnarls Barkley than Charles Barkley is the thing for them.
I don't
Like
know.
that's how they would understand it.
Could you invite me if you're in?
I'm getting there. Just I'm sorting.
Are you in yet? I can't tell.
Kind of. Why is it so hot in here? Everywhere is so hot all the time. Alexa, turn the window AC to 65.
Good thing you had that interface going.
Five.
It's probably like 63 here right now. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. It's like in the 70s here.
With all of like the goldenrod and orange and rust-colored furniture and green appliances, floral pattern couches.
Wood paneling, all the wood
Yeah,
paneling.
it's in the 70s. Ooh, there we go.
Vinyl on the wall or vinyl covers.
Yeah, but see, okay, so Duder, this is the thing you have to understand. I don't watch TV. And so
No,
like
she's too highbrow for TV. She reads romance novels with werewolves.
Oh my god.
Brain the
Make a lot
size of a planet, and that's what she chooses to stimulate her mind.
Hey, Isaac Newton thought that he could do all kinds of things, and he thought that light was based off of
Werewolf romance?
No, he
Why do you
inserted
have
a needle in his eye to try to test the theory, and that's almost as bad as werewolf.
I can't believe you called me out for that.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Christina, it's okay. I have your back. When Amazon first opened up the Kindle store for people to put in self-published novels or ebooks, I pumped out a bunch of cheesy supernatural romance and a couple of other romance stories.
It's
Yes,
smut.
Yes,
It's smut.
I wrote smut, and I made quite a bit of money off of. I'm assuming single horny housewives.
They're not
I guess
all
they wouldn't be
single.
single if they're housewives.
No,
Yeah, but
no.
and I'm sure some of them were men, but you know what I mean.
Some house men, yes. Yeah.
It's escapism. It's completely detached from my regular life.
Wait. You're saying this is not reality based? These werewolf romance novels are not based in the real world?
No.
These are
And
considered
honestly,
these are considered fiction, is what you're saying.
yeah, and most of the time they include
Not
very
historical.
problematic social dynamics.
Like,
Where,
is
like,
it-
in real
is
life-
it bestiality? Yeah.
No, I mean, is
This whole furry thing is making more and more sense to me.
You got it
no.
flustered.
I first of all, I am not a furry, and you've been trying to tell me I'm a furry for the last 5 years.
No, I haven't. You've
not
been
a furry.
telling me that you are without actually saying it. You've been denying it the entire time.
Just because.
It's okay, Christina. I used to be into necrophilia and bestiality, but then I just realized I was beating a dead horse.
Oh, so Jay Leno.
My only advice, if you steal that joke, is make sure that you use it around people who know what you're talking about. Because when I used that joke when I lived down in Georgia, they had no idea. They didn't get the second
They
part,
didn't
so
think it was. They didn't think it was a joke. They probably thought, "Wow,
Yeah.
he's got some taste."
exactly.
There's a whole bunch of different types of chicken love going on in Georgia.
Oh goodness! Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna have terrible execution, but I'm still gonna laugh
Oh,
just as hard.
you so will just massacre that.
I can just imagine Christina be like, all right, tell the joke. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, I fucked a dead horse. Ah, damn it!
I think I messed up on the punchline.
That is sadly accurate, but still.
Maybe have Kimmy tell it first.
Heiny. She and I tell jokes just about the same. It really that requires like Isabel's wit to like snap it into the conversation casually and deadpan. But yeah, Twitter is fiction. I actually don't have Twitter or TikTok or Snapchat or any of the other social medias.
Oddly, there was one for iSecond Gaming.
There's a Twitter for it?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you make that?
No, I didn't. Of course I made it. Yeah, there's an announcement that goes out automatically whenever I'm going online on Twitter. Honey, could you do me a favor and attack? Any chance you could attack this guy?
I don't see anybody. Who am I attacking?
Oh, you're blinded.
I don't know who I'm attacking. Who am I attacking?
The person killing me?
There we go. Sorry, I can see her now. I hit the yellow inspiration. I'll kick her ass for messing with my baby.
I don't think she touched the baby. Oh, so low. So low. Okay, what's over here? I can't see anything. It is a dark room that's all roughly the same color.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There is a lady over here.
Wait, what?
Where she's red. Fortunata Mistress.
Oh. Okay.
And then an Arachnobot.
Give me a chance here to take a knee.
But she's not Shatterix. So
I think she should still just get her ass kicked.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, Duder, I totally 100% get that.
Well, I think that more importantly, it's actually storing information about kids.
Yes, that too.
So, okay. There's a really interesting story, and I think I told you this. Shoot. That Sydney Watson does the discussion about TikTok and the prevalence of certain psychological criteria or damage or conditions that are suddenly on the rise because they're mimicking things they're seeing on TikTok.
Yeah.
And one of them is basically multiple personality disorder.
Having alts.
Yeah. And they can change on demand, and they know who they are, and it's kind of amazing.
All right, I'm gonna... Give me 1 second.
Good luck.
I'm gonna drop my seat slightly just because the temperature change is affecting me a little.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we headed?
I don't know. We haven't gone this way. This guy's kind of hurt. Oh, you're almost dead. Let me get her away from you.
Oh.
Oh. Wow, that took all of my endurance. All of it.
A lot of my health.
Yeah, it took more than what you had, actually.
Can you just scream?
Yes. So is the cookies because you were missing the chocolate chip cookies?
So I stopped eating the cookies because I was getting kicked so badly, and I switched to tuna and crackers. But wait, what you mean? Why I got all the cookies?
Well, obviously you didn't just get them. Now you had to order them ahead of time. You said you went into work to pick them up?
Yeah, and then yeah, I did, and then I had a bottle of wine in my locker at work, and so I traded the bottle of wine for 2 more boxes of cookies.
Huh. Like Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I kind of get that then.
I mean, that bottle of wine's been in my locker for the last 2 years. Granted, there's no more time at work that I would like to drink it than the present, but unfortunately, conditions prohibit me being able to do so. So I might as well give it to someone who can use it.
And usually that's frowned upon at work anyhow. Oh, hey, is this this is somebody we should hit, right?
Let me hit my yellow. Oh, this is the chick we need to beat up. Oh, she's gone again. Come on, you Heffernan.
This is not good. But yeah, Run DMC was probably the biggest in hip hop at that time. To finish the story from an hour ago, was it an hour ago? Yeah, it's an hour ago. And then definitely for rock, it was definitely Van Halen. Van Halen was king of the world. Journey was kind of on a downswing at that point. They were like late 70s.
Coming off the 70s.
Yeah.
But wasn't I still remember the 80s having like I remember being like 4 or 5 years old, and it was like Michael Jackson in the transition from the Jackson 5 to like his solo career.
Yeah, yeah. So Michael Jackson, what Thriller was late 80s, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he won every possible award you could win for Thriller. And that's when the world discovered that the Michael Jackson they thought they knew was no longer the Michael Jackson that still existed. At least, not in public.
That was before Neverland, though.
He
Thriller
still,
really was a great album.
He still accepted everything wearing one glove, speaking in a high girlish voice, and yeah. Actually, LL Cool J was big.
Yep. Along with Kangol hats and velour sweatsuits.
Why am I blanking on the guy's name? The guy with the big pants.
Oh, McHammer.
Yeah, MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
McHammer. Hilarious.
I had a
McHammer.
Scottish who used to always go, "Oh, you must be talking about McHammer."
Christina, you just said power level. Do you want to train?
Oh. So, just to circle back slightly to the dog story, today somebody asked me, "Oh, how's your dog? Can I see your dog?" And I held him up to the screen, and of course it was nothing but like a big black blob. It's like
And then it's
everybody's showing
can I see
showing
your
their
cat?
dogs.
And there's just like a blob of the cat.
Exactly, they're all the same.
Yeah. Well,
Bucket hats were in.
Devo was big. Devo. George Thorogood. George
Oh,
Thorogood.
George Thorogood. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
Who is George Thorogood?
Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
I'll take one scotch, one bourbon, and one beer. That's the other song that I know him for.
I don't know that.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's the voice of the '80s. And I guess at the same time, what's his name from Cheeseburger in Paradise? He was all over the place too.
Oh,
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
So that was huge. That's what I was going to say. Is like I grew up with Cheeseburger in Paradise.
That was
and
like
Richard Marx.
mid '80s. But he was really. Do you want to train or do you just want to stand here?
I don't know where it is. I'm looking at the map.
Okay, you were not looking at the map.
I was.
You were not.
After I was done. I was eating first, but I was now looking at the map.
Oh yeah, and Huey Lewis. That's right. He just kind of just went out of there. He was big, and he was in a bunch of movies even. Oh, and Sting. Yeah. Sting's Police.
Well, he was with the Police, and then he
did his private album in the '80s because he did With the Russians Love Dream of Blue Turtles was his single, and he did the song about do the Russians love their children too. It was this whole anti-nuclear war thing, which you guys are probably too young to actually really comprehend.
Well, I mean, I understand it, but I was too young to
experience it. Yeah.
Even though, potentially might be experiencing it again because the 80s are making a hell of a comeback.
We don't have a Reagan here. Although they are saying this is very similar to the Jimmy Carter presidency regarding a lot of statistics.
No, I bet you they're. Oh no, they're not an option. I cannot do fire imps yet.
No, it's 32.
Hijo de puta. I bet that hasn't come up in your intro to Spanish yet.
We don't do a lot of curse words. It took me a long time to figure out the word, the pene thing.
Pene?
Yeah, pene.
Chupa mi pene, pendejo.
It's
like
weird
that's a good phrase to learn.
It's weird that penis is feminine.
It is actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the opposite also true, or?
The penis is masculine? No, it's just feminine.
No. That the.
Oh yeah. The love canal? No, that's actually also female.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
I mean, the future is female. There's a fascinating documentary on YouTube about the boy crisis, where the author was one of the leaders of the feminist movement, a male leader of the feminist movement, and a professor for years. And he wrote the Boy Crisis book. It's discussing about the what's happening to our most recent generations of boys.
Hmm.
It's kind of
you saw that they stabbed Salman Rushdie today at a speaking engagement, right?
I was here the entire time.
Why would you stab Salman Rushdie?
Because he spoke against my people. I'm kidding. Yeah, I did see that. And they rushed him away in a helicopter, a hee-whopper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I think the bigger surprise for me is that he was still alive. I did not know that he was still alive.
And lecturing actively, no less.
Yeah. You would think his demand would go down when, people stop caring. We have an attention span of, we don't have an attention span.
1.5 crises. That's our memory span.
So there's small wonder that when there's a crisis out there that gets the attention that is not the crisis that they want to have attention on, suddenly at least 2 more pop up immediately, even if they have to be made up. You know what we need to do? We need to take the Speaker of the House to China, to Taiwan. That's what we should do. Yeah, that's a great idea.
And I was talking to my partner in Taiwan this morning or yesterday morning. It must have been yesterday morning. And I love Rita. She's lovely. And she actually got her doctorate at the University of Florida. And so she was asking me about getting someone to go over there in person to do an event. And I said, there's all this stuff about like what's going on there. She goes, this isn't new stuff. This is the stuff that happens every day. You're just for some reason paying attention to it now. And she's like, it's confusing for us to have it all of a sudden be an issue when this is our everyday lives and you're just now realizing it. And she's like, and in another few months, everyone will forget about it again if it dies
The
down.
thing that bothers
not
me
wrong.
most is that there's been such a discussion in the past 5 or 6 years about the actions inciting other countries to violence and being unpredictable and all of these things, which this was.
Yeah.
I just I got some sort of a badge.
I would imagine
100,000 points of damage. Nice.
I would imagine the new generation of soldiers is a bit different because our educational system is pumping out people that have been.
There's a serious problem though regarding getting recruitment goals met. They're talking about how they're going to be 60,000 short this year of their recruitment goals. This year. And they anticipate that's going to continue on. So they're anticipating a shortage of 100,000 plus in the next 2 years.
But, like I said, it's hard. I mean, my kids, they're not required to say the national anthem. They're not required to, they don't understand, like, the Pledge of Allegiance or, like, what things are based on. And, Duder, your point is right about kids also being fat and can't fight because they're taught all these pacifistic things in their own ways. But there's that. There's the pacifism and there's also the lack of patriotism.
I'm going to give you a really unpopular opinion as well, Duder. And that is that if they can't meet the physical criteria, we just change the physical criteria.
That too, yeah.
I mean, I imagine that would probably end up happening if.
No, that's already happened.
It's already happening.
Oh.
They did the same thing in schools for testing, and now they're doing it in the teacher shortage. The decision with the teacher shortage is we'll just lower the qualifications for them to be teachers. And so now you don't have to have a degree, and you don't have to meet all of these testing criteria in order to prove that you can teach. They're just going to hire people.
Yeah, that's kind of.
These guys are all smashing lethal. I'm pretty good against smashing lethal.
Who are you fighting?
Legacy Chain, I think.
Yeah.
I can't really read it. Is that who we're fighting, Christina?
I think so. Yep, Legacy Chain. Terran of Earth.
Yeah, I'm pretty good against these guys. Don't mean to
Yeah,
worry.
I will say, the other day, I was contemplating bringing the kids to the Mall of the America in Minnesota.
I don't know why you have a problem with this. It's Mall of America.
Whatever it is. Okay.
I still find it funny, though, that you always like to add words onto it.
Anyways, I contemplated bringing them, but after the shooting, I realized I can't carry both of them out if something happens. Like, I don't have the wherewithal to be able to pick them both up and run. I trust Liv would stay with me. I think William would panic. And I just have to, like, sort out how I feel about that going into these kinds of environments now.
Yeah. Well, I would say that you're probably safe, but, this is, again, another really unpopular...
Duder, that's a serious issue. I 100% agree.
It's an unpopular opinion again, but... So, Milwaukee is not Wisconsin. Minneapolis, St. Paul is not Minnesota. There's like different worlds from each other. So what you would experience in, say, Duluth Superior, entirely different than what you'd experience in Minneapolis, St. Paul. The cities we have are problematic. And, I think that's it. I'm still going to beat up some guys, though.
There's more guys.
There's red on the map.
Yeah.
punch. And punch.
And I think to your point, Dieter, there's also this passive concern in my mind of I see the way we treat so many veterans now with disdain and with and even the people that that do value them, it's the support structures we need for them are either not equally provided or not well funded.
The what you're seeing from support for veterans is exactly the same things you're getting as support for retired or old people, the elderly. It's the same type of structures. I appreciate that that George Carlin did the softening of language regarding things like PTSD. And how we change language to take away the humanity of it and make it more clinical. It's your mission.
Yeah, I'm talking to this doctor. Die by the freak.
I haven't been doing that well against the freaks.
Maybe you got to go get your freak on.
Oh, Rick James. Yeah, he was big in the 80s. And you know who else was big in the 80s? James Brown. Huge. He made this huge comeback in the 80s. And the reason he did is because he was involved in a lot of the Rocky stuff.
What about Ray Charles?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bless you.
Pardon me. I think he never really went out of style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of the big names back then that kind of disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Alexa, turn window AC to 68.
Oh, what's going on here?
It's a rock throwing contest. I say we let them fight it out for a moment before we join in.
I want to get in on it. Oh,
yeah.
Looks like the freaks lost.
Yeah, due to a lot of my friends who enrolled out of high school, especially, I had several in the Marines. They came out.
Oh, goodness. A woman just watched me die.
Se murió también, pendejo. Mira.
Watched.
Si estoy trabajando contigo.
Gesundheit.
She's saying, basically, look, I died too. But just watched me. Oh, it's a nice cool breeze coming in. Too cool for bugs. Yeah, but anyhow, I found that to be really interesting that they were so short on the recruitment goals per year that the numbers were severely unbalanced regarding retiring versus recruitment for all of the armed forces. I don't need 3 awakens. Usually I die in the middle of a crowd, so they don't do a lot of good.
Yeah, Dieter, I wound up going back, and I want to say it was 2007, 2008, when I was coming out of college, and went to go back into the military for linguistics, actually, and wound up medding out because my shoulder was torn too badly. But they wouldn't let me join. I'm in the mission.
Christina is a cunning linguist.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes.
I know what that implies.
That means you're good at speaking
Yeah,
in
she
other
doesn't
languages.
deny it.
Yeah, dude, or like in the UK, if you're part of the armed services, you pretty much have a life commitment. They can call you up at any point in time. Which, it does beg a question. If you're in your 90s, do they really want you to go out there? With your RPG and try to take out tanks. Oh, that didn't go very well. It looks like.
Not.
All right, let's not take those guys on because they're stronger than we are.
They're mostly dead already. If it's 2 of us, I think we can do it.
Okay. Well, you go and attack first, and I'll watch.
My my issue was that I forgot my stealth was not on
What is that like?
and ran in there, and then was like, "Oh shit,
This is the first time that has
they
ever
can
happened.
see me."
Wow. What are the odds?
No, and I can see that 110%, dude. And it's a way to serve hopefully without having to be as directly on the front lines. But thank you for your service. It's a hard job, and it's a job not a lot of people want to do or are capable of doing anymore.
Well, you don't get to be content creators and YouTube stars usually if you're in the military, because that's all the kids want to be now. We don't have
Where are
people
you?
worshiping scientists. I'm in the mission, like staring at the group. I walked in and took 2 steps forward. I'm glowing white.
Oh, hey, you have 4 viewers. It's about to be 5.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kill one.
I guess you're gonna go.
I'm gonna take this one out. I swear to God, I'm gonna take one out.
As long as you plan this out ahead of time.
Planned what out?
This whole thing. All right, one of them's down. I'm really tempted to just PL myself to 35 so I can get my icicles on. All right, so we need to find parts. Can we like see parts? Are parts like glowing? Are they wobbling?
There gotta be body parts.
Hold on a second.
And we gotta defeat somebody
Oh,
called
is it a
Rocky.
Vasilok mission?
It's a Dr. Buzzsaw.
That sounds like a Vasilok name.
Slag golems, I think. I'm gonna use my jetpack. Jetpack
3
man.
parts to collect.
There's probably
So
Willis.
there's
I can't see anything. Uh-oh. I think somebody saw you. Run!
we're here, like, I've been watching them slaughter a bunch of freaks because I was waiting to see if I could collect any parts of their bodies.
Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Oh, it's a freaking window. No. All right.
Wait, I don't know where you are. I've lost you. You know? Oh, there you go.
I'm a little green spot on the map. I guarantee you that where that green arrow is where I am. Ooh. They're corpses.
Yeah, I told you that. We're getting body parts.
Well, yeah, you didn't say they're all corpses. So I mean, like an arm sticking out, or
Well, they don't do that. This is like a PG game.
Paul George.
I hear another one. Where's it at? Hold on. I hear it.
I do not
I
know.
hear it. I hear it. It's louder. Come on, baby. You're close.
You know you wanna. Try to talk dirty to it. Oh, I hear it. Oh.
Did you find it?
Somebody found it. Yes. Wait. Nope, don't hear another one. I can't. Oh, there's one over here, I think. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna beat those guys up, or they're gonna beat me up, one of the two. And then you just go and get the corpsicle.
Sure.
Ow. Oof. These guys are freaking bastages. All right, a punch. A punch. Hey, Zach's online.
Yeah.
This is metagaming here. What is going on, Zach?
I know I have to mute the stream because otherwise I hear everything twice.
Did you get it?
Yeah. I have it muted too when I run it because I run the stream just to keep track of the chat because it's his chat.
Well, I mean,
I don't know how to share
how to share what?
like your chat stream.
Oh.
So I just
Well,
watch it on my.
you guys should definitely. I have no problem with you guys. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm seeing like flashes of my own little snow poofs behind me here. You guys can definitely moderate. I have no problem with that. Or I could make Kimmy a permanent moderator and she can just boot people off. Imagine that kind of power. She's mean. She would do
Bam! That's a sneak attack! Oh, they're still whacking me. Run.
You're like on the way other side. Did you find one?
I found it. Yeah, there's only.
There's two left.
Right.
Oh, I hear one though.
Wait. Did I
see
not get it? I thought I got it.
I got one right here. The freak shows are not doing well against the slags.
Oh shit! Shoot!
Isn't slag like a
No!
evil, a bad British term?
Yeah, I think it is actually now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this must have a whole different meaning in the UK.
They're made out of what?
Did you find one there? Ooh. Oh, you left. All right. I'm gonna check up on the building.
There's one right where I died.
Oh, is there? That's gotta be the last one. I don't see anything down there. Which is probably not surprising. Oh, I see it. Okay. Alright, going in.
How's it good? Well, is it morning for Duder or night for Duder? I don't know. Whichever one it is, it's so nice to catch up with you. Thank you for joining us. And hopefully we'll get to catch up with you again soon. We'll be on again tomorrow.
Stay safe. Yeah. There we go. All right. Going in. I realize I do not have a taunt.
You have a change.
Oh, is that what they call it? My female character here.
I didn't know. Do women have taints? I thought that was a guy thing.
I think they do. It's just it's more obvious on the male. Could be wrong. Zach Adams.
Why can I not like direct myself to you? There you are. Look at you decimating them into just a pile of rocks.
Uh-oh.
Are we gonna find Big Rocky? Rocky sounds like a slag whore.
Well, I mean, yeah. I don't
I shouldn't say these things. They just had a whole thing where
we We shouldn't be slag shaming. Is that what it is?
Well, they had a thing where the word spaz was used in a song by Beyonce, and like the disability, SJWs came back saying, this is a derogatory term. And I thought it was really interesting that people who were actually disabled said spaz is a political term to talk about you having spasms. None of us care that she said this. Why are you doing this?
The people are usually most offended. They're not the people who are actually suffering from the conditions.
But it reminded me of like how you're learning all the masculine and feminine in Spanish, and then the Latinx argument.
Yeah.
Because Kimmy says if you use Latinx, how do you put the correct gender at the end of things?
It's my harmonics. Me harmonics.
Is that like Ebonics?
It's brother or sister. But like the La Niña, which is the woman. Or the girl, I should say.
La mujer is the woman.
Because it's gendered, you couldn't use the word la in front of it if you did not define a gender. And you couldn't end in an A because the noun is gendered. So what would you use for the prefix?
Exactly. Just because you have like a preference doesn't mean you can change the entire structure of a language.
And yet that's exactly what's happening in English.
Don't tell them that.
You want to read some confusing articles? Check out what's happening with Ezra Miller.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They said he probably was running a cult in Iceland.
Well, I'm not talking about that. Try to check and see how they write about.
Oh,
they.
The they.
Yeah. If you think that that language can't be changed to suit somebody's whims, you are incorrect. Somebody will always be offended by something because we are in a race to the bottom.
Well, my wife was telling me about how evidently Metallica got really popular again because of the whole thing with Stranger Things. And then the audience that was part of that, they started doing some investigation and they found some things troublesome about whatever Metallica had said or done.
7 years ago.
So they're, yeah.
And in the 80s or 90s.
Right, so they're all upset about it and trying to get them canceled and everything. It's like, guys, the world was perfectly fine before you even knew this was a thing. What are you hoping to achieve?
They're hoping
How dare you think someone's popular who we believe is problematic?
No. They're hoping to achieve victimization. Because what has happened is the world has determined that the most victimized person has the most worth. And their opinions matter more than somebody who is not declared to be victimized. And so there is a need to be part of a victimized group. Even if you have to make up that victimization. I mean, did you find anything?
I found the slag golem, and it says he's a boss, but it doesn't say that he's Rocky.
Not Big Rocky. The levels of obesity being a victimized group, and nobody has a right to say anything about them. And if you're not obese, you can't have a comment, and if you're not obese enough, your comment doesn't matter as much as somebody who's obese. It's crazy. It is absolute insane world. There's such a need to be the most victimized person in any group to verify that you have worth. Slackpile. This is fascinating cinematography, guys. I realize if you're watching this,
we're just flying around looking for.
This is our life usually at 15 minutes
11-ish.
before. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Where I'd like to blame Christina for this, but there's no way she didn't know I'm giving the description of the mission. But I'm still gonna say, way to go, Christina. Way to pick this out. Oh, I found Big Daddy. Or Big Rocky, I should say. Pardon me. I think I got you earlier, but yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna hit him with this thingy right here. That. I'm juking. Oh, he hit me. All right. Oof.
Oh, didn't we convert bonfire?
What? Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, bonfire can be used all the time now. That was the whole point of us doing that. See how it doesn't get knocked away?
Yep. Oh, this is nice.
Told you. It's a super good power. You can socket it out for damage now, and they're just gonna pop in place there.
Why does it keep saying I'm looking for a team? I'm not looking for a team.
Just close it. The window is always up, unless you.
It says level 29 Dominator looking for team.
Yeah, that means you have an LFG thing going on. You can just close that window.
Shit. Exit.
You got Argo, huh? Argo. Anyhow, Zach, we got 2 people now with Guild Wars 2. I don't think Christina's logged in yet.
I have it. I can re-download it.
It said that I needed to free up more space, but I realized that I had like over a dozen videos that were all like an hour plus long, all on the hard drive too.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make another pod. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So, we gotta destroy the super priest. Yeah. So, I saw the announcement online, Zach, for much like your company, which shall not be named, but involves the alphabet, where they were talking about layoffs based on like sales reasons and stuff. And
yeah,
what do they expect people to sell right now?
I mean, you're.
I know.
You're asking the wrong person. I mean, I don't know. I'm lucky to be part of a team where there's a lot of people who I feel work on things and they know why they're working on it and what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's very few things that you can look at that have like a legitimate value and worth. Like what I do, self-driving cars, like technological fields like that.
Yep.
And I think that has some protection that comes with it because it's not, you're not just going to discard.
It's eventually gonna grow, regardless of whether your team is doing it or not.
But there are fields where that's not the case, and
It's sort of due for a pruning. Is what it sounds like may happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way it was explained to me. Is like any gardener who tends a garden, you end up having to prune leaves once in a while so the tree can grow better. And I know that's. I on one hand, it's like I get it, and yeah, I agree. But having been on the other side of that, like no one wants to feel like the leaf that wasn't necessary. But
No, I understand, and like I know, like we currently have had 2 additional people quit, and
how many is that now? From what you were telling me before, quite a few.
I think it's 7 out of a team of 25.
Yeah.
but there's no effort whatsoever in retention.
Mhm.
And we had a meeting with HR, like the new head of HR, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh boy.
And it was one of those funny things where they said, I don't really like to talk about myself, and then proceeded to talk about themselves for the next 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me of my boss when she, like, her very first day, she was like, oh, tell me about your preferred managerial styles and everything. And I was like, well, I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind anyone unless they're a micromanager. Then I can't stand them. She's like, oh, well, I assure you, I'm not a micromanager. And then 2 weeks later, it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
here we go again. So, like, it's
Yeah.
always that they warn you that they're not something so that they feel better about themselves when
Yeah.
they
It's
engage in that
denial.
behavior. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's all denial. But it was what I found very interesting was like the last 10 minutes of the call should not have been us on the call. It should have been them talking to our managers and not the team.
Yeah.
Because he went on this whole thing about how our company's never going to be one that tries to pay people the most. We're not even trying to pay market rate. And you need to recognize that money, he came from Google, so he used to work at Google. And he went on this whole tangent about how, what was most valued at Google? People didn't want $10,000. They would rather have a music room so they could have jam sessions together. And we're all sitting there and we're like, if you're working like on site at Google with all these other crap, you're probably making well into six figures. 10 grand.
Well, not only that, but he does have a point. And then a pandemic happens, and who fucking cares about a music room or having people come onto your campus to teach you how to cook and stuff like that? Like
My
that
question is, did they hire him saying, we're not going to pay you as much as anybody else will, but you can play the piano? Is that what they promised him when they hired him? Is that how we hired Don? We said, we don't pay like market leaders do, and you will not receive near what you get at a lot of other places, but we're going to give you a piano room. Or, pay them enough to buy their own piano.
Yeah. It was just interesting for us because we were just like, for many of us that are making, if you're making 50 grand a year, 10,000 is 20% of your salary. You wouldn't turn that down for something ridiculous like jam sessions or something like that. Especially, I think, also looking at what's the economy in California versus the economy in Maine, where we recognize this is one of the states with the highest cost of living. It's in the top 15 for cost of living states, and the only one which pays below the national median average by at least $2,000-$3,000. So you're already in a deficit just based on location. So it's just, so he went on this whole thing at the end where he said you need to be more genuine in your praise and more frequent, and that's what will keep your employees happy.
That's right, not paying. Do not give them raises or promote them because that makes them unhappy.
Like I said, that whole last part, it really should have just been the managers. And I went to my manager and I'm like, seriously? He says, I'm going to start writing all of you haikus, authentic haikus, so that you know how much I value you. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate your sense of humor about it, but it doesn't change the fact that you're still going to do it. You're still going to go through it. And he asked me today, I don't know if I told you this, Paul. Today he asked if I wanted to take on a different position.
He did tell me that.
For one of the people that left. And I said, I'm not taking a single position that you're offering me unless it's a promotion and is at least one job grade higher. And he was like, what? And I said, anywhere you put me that's a lateral move means I'm stuck for another year with a maximum of 3%. The only way to change my status in this company is to be promoted to a higher rank. And if you're not going to promote me, I don't want to do anything other than what I'm doing right now.
How was that received?
Well, but don't you think this would be stimulating and you'd be engaged and you'd be happy? I'd rather not be broke. So, and then he had the same kind of pep talk with the other member of my team who said she told him she was honestly just going to look elsewhere. And he said, well, you got to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
There was no like, we would love, what can we do to keep you? We don't want you to go. It was do what's best for you. Sorry.
I really like our conversation that we had. I really think that they're gearing up to try to sell the place.
Yeah, she said the same thing. They've cut everything back. Everything way, way back.
Or they're looking to wind down whatever line of businesses you're involved in currently.
They've already absorbed it. It used to be a separate division, and they absorbed it under marketing.
Oh, marketing is usually one of the most reliable things in all of the company.
Right? I think I've
I
been there.
would trust marketing to do everything for me.
Oh yeah, fix my computer.
Oh God, yeah. Tell me the truth. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Be responsible for the for lawsuits with customers and everything. So if we messed up, they can. Yeah, I can't even say that with a straight face.
My one of my colleagues who worked for the company for years, a couple years before I started there even. Oh, these guys are freaking tough. Oh my God. Ended up being the team lead for the Cornerstone hardware support team. And he used to, along the lines of there's nothing new under the sun, he used to keep all of the name tags of people who had disappeared. Like, one day they were there, the next day they weren't there, type of thing. Or who quit and they didn't backfill the position. Ended up having, and he put them in his cube. He had this list of names down his cube wall of all of these people that used to work for the company and no longer did. And next to that, he had a little sign made up that said that support was not responsible for the promises made by sales and marketing. Obviously, he was downsized. So, do you know?
I can't get to you. You're like on the other side of a wall from where I am.
Well, I mean, you okay. I'm gonna guess you went upstairs.
Is there an upstairs and a downstairs? Oh, hi. Wow, did you just explode somebody on your way here?
No, I blew
I
up.
don't know if they followed you.
Yeah, that was me blowing up. These leg critters are freaking dynamite. Oh, look at that! They're popcorning to death. Oh! A punch.
Oh, I knocked you out of it.
Yeah, you knocked him out. Yeah, he'll come back. Come back here. All right. Did you find the
Super free? No.
Yeah.
I've been running around looking in this little squiggly intestine, and
I think
have not found
it's
anything.
down this way. Back. There's like this little loop-de-loop thing in here where this goes down underneath where we just were.
So I was up top and you were down below.
I was in a different spot entirely, but yeah, it all kind of wraps around each other. It's kind of a difficult spot to maneuver through. I'm gonna go down further here, but wow, just so much punching me in the face. Oh, I don't know. That was my last heal. Oh, we'll be fine. All right. Slag pile, slag pile. Slag pile.
Slag piles.
Don't know. All right, we'll just purple up here. I really need to take a look at my armors. Must be not enhanced correctly. At least one of them.
Which character are you playing?
Playing a Frost Atomic Brute.
Oh yeah, you were talking about him, and you were saying how you found. Didn't they just recently change ice armor a bit to make it better?
Well, they changed the graphics on it, so that you're not locked into, the blocky animations.
Oh, I think the change I'm thinking of was to the Stalker version of the set.
That could be. Oh shoot, that was a big thing to miss right there. Punch. Yeah, that's right. It's gotta be down here. Ooh, where are we? I can't really see anything. It's gonna go
Can't
through.
see you either. I don't know where you went.
I went like down and around. This may not be good. Oh god. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna punch like crazy here. Oh, nice. They all, oh, oh, you saved my bacon. I was freaking dead. Freaking. I just think we keep going down. Isn't that what she said?
Giggity.
Oh, something here.
I see talking.
Oh,
That's.
I have like, hold on a second. Oh, I don't have any purples. Or greens.
Here, hold on.
Oh, they're coming.
I just gave you purple.
Yeah, I took it. I'm gonna take this yellow and this red too. And I'm gonna punch. I'll punch it. And it's interesting, Zach. It's got serious stamina issues. But once you get to incarnates, that may go away.
I wonder. I know there's a few sets like that. Like Dark Armor is very endurance.
Dark is very tough. I have my rated R pirate. Rated R. And that is just this balancing act of trying to keep your armor up, trying to do damage. That was the first character I'd ever sunk 100 million into. And I've done it a lot since then.
Did you do it as a tank or a scrapper?
I did a brute actually. I did.
For some reason, when you said first character that you invested, I was thinking that it was like at launch, so that's why.
Oh no! Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever had this kind of money. Back during live. I want to get off these missions. These are too hard. Is that what you said too? It's too hard.
Can you really say it's too hard when I only died in that one section?
We've
been making it.
Section. But no, I'm having problems tanking. I can't take their hits, and I don't have.
Oh, just having it all as one giant field that's all the same in every mission.
I can't. Whatever is happening, I can't take whatever they're doing to me for damage.
What type of damage are they doing? What type of damage?
I swear it's just smashing lethal, but it's so much that if I get 3 of them, I'm going to burn through. I burn through all of my my inspirations.
Do you have the difficulty increased or?
No, we're just like 1 and 1, I think, or 1 and 2, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's the frickin' bastard here, huh? You guys are not even old enough to vote. Can't sign up for the military? That's right, you just stand there and I want to punch you. That's right. That's right. All right, I can't tell if the... I think the coffee's done. I'll be right back.
Alright, let's see if I can fly by these angry miners.
For some reason, when you said that, the first thing that popped in my head was running by a bunch of school children.
Yeah, he's been using miners like as children, like the whole time we were fighting them in the beginning. Oh, I gotta fight this. I told you that I was gonna crash, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna fuel myself with cookies.
Energy cookie.
Mm.
All right. I think I need to find the quartermaster and buy some more inspirations. Wait, where's the hospital here? Or as you guys say out there, hospital. Hospital.
Do I say it that way?
You really don't. Neither does Zach, really.
Ew.
I don't know if I've heard it pronounced that way.
It's very...
Boston-y.
Well, it's not,
Boston.
it's not just that. So the previous trainer, the one that was position I kind of matriculated into, he's from Maine, and he had, that was his accent. There's a lot of wah sounds and things.
Gotcha.
Wah. Something wrong, Christina?
No?
You all right?
Yeah. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Was just checking my messages?
I'm sorry, what?
I was just checking my messages.
Checking your messages. All right, gotcha.
Checking my messages. Oh my god, yes, I have a very wet mouth. Yes, I tend to have a lot of saliva in it. Every so often my words slur slightly. You don't have to point it out in conversation.
I don't have to. You're right. I am not compelled. I just like doing it. Because I think it's kind of cute. All right. Miss Uppity. I'm gonna go and
I'm not being sedity.
got my inspirations. So once I get there, I'm going to check my numbers. I'm pretty sure that I have at least one armor that isn't like, maybe more than one, that I don't have fully IO'd out. And I don't have any sets currently running either, which makes a difference. All right. So what do we got going on here? We've got damage resist. Yeah, my damage. Ooh, cold resist is 90%. So pretty good against that. The rest of it's like 15 and 20. And then defense, smashing lethal. Oh my god. Yeah, I suck. Well, no wonder I'm getting my ass kicked. What is going on with my stuff here? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get better than that at this level.
No, I got stuff coming.
Okay. I'll punch it. And this one too. Oh, you're fine. They're stuck on me. Just like Lionel Richie.
Oh. I was very, very close to death just now.
Okay.
And out of inspirations.
Do you want to make a swing by the hospital? It's not that far away. I just came from there. That's all I know. I'll hang out.
Is it where it says free zone transport?
It's right next to that. There's a H right next to the transport. Just to the left of it, I think, to the west of it. It's like right in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Yeah, my numbers suck. What are my options to make that not the case? Nothing. Well, there you go. Nothing.
No, that's the arbiter. I don't want the arbiter. I want the hospital.
Well, I popped my head out. It's down from the arbiter. Yeah. Okay, you see where the red H is on the map?
Mm-hmm.
It's right next to the red H.
That's where I just was.
Well, that's not where you are now. It's like right in the middle of the map. No. Not that H. There's another one. Right in the middle of the map. Right in the middle of the island.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
You found it after? Yeah, okay. You see it, is what you're saying. There you go.
You know, I'm slow with the maps, okay?
And there's like a little green plus right next to the H. That's the hospital.
Mm-hmm. You know, I actually own a copy of Geography for Dummies.
Do you remember where you put it? Do you have a map?
On the
to it?
bookshelf. I see what you did there.
Do you?
I do.
I appreciate that, Paul.
See, now, my big thrill growing up when I was like a little kid was getting the National Geographic every month. And it wasn't just because of the boobies. It was because they always had some sort of map to some place crazy in the world. Like, they'd go through the Andes Mountain and then they would have a map of Central and South America or a section of it. And I loved that whole process of seeing the way the world was kind of put together. And
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, especially the ones that had, like, bunch of graphs and charts and everything, where it was like, yeah, this is what happened, or, like, did you know this?
Yeah, and so they do a lot of things regarding history where they're saying they'll be talking about ancient apocalypses that happened, where the collision of the meteorite off of the Yucatan Peninsula and the result of that, and what you can see regarding the ocean floor, and all that's also mapped out. And to me, it's just fascinating how you see how the landscape changed based on all the different things that happened over the course of thousands of lifetimes. I always found it fascinating.
I should have gone pee before I jumped into the mission.
Well, let's go now. You're right at the door. I mean, I would recommend using the bathroom.
I'll be right back.
Good luck. It's a process. Yeah, so I have like only 5 character slots for Guild Wars 2. I don't know if that is a thing. I mean, I purchased the game years and years and years ago. But I don't have, I'm not like whatever the partner is or whatever it is. So I don't know if you're limited to 2 normally or 5, or if you have more, or
Think you were. I thought it was higher than that.
yeah,
Because I
maybe
thought
it
they
is.
give you enough slots to at least have,
Like 1 of each, but
like
yeah.
a character for each race.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but I only have 5, so I don't know if something changed or they want to recharge again. Based off of the fact that I think that they've actually probably had a couple expansions since then. They really want to sell those expansions.
Just the 2.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about for Guild Wars?
Yeah.
There's 3.
Okay.
Just because I was just
you're
on the
right, you're
website.
right. Yeah, I forgot that the new one hasn't, or just came out. So
There's like Thorn, there's Dragon, and there's another one.
It's a pretty game.
Yeah, yes, very, very good looking game. I had a lot of fun with it. I've actually contemplated installing it again and checking it out. So I think you guys playing it will probably push me over that edge.
Oh, and the price to check it out is pretty good.
Yeah, it's free once you buy it.
Yeah. They're trying to tempt me right now by giving me. Well, they did. I already deleted the character. Tried to tempt me into getting the expansion by offering me a horse for 10 hours or a mount for 10 hours. Okay, it's okay. I'm okay just rolling.
Oh, a horse in the game. I was
Yeah,
just
a
like,
mount,
why
a
would
mount
you?
in a game.
All I could think of was just like, I've never even heard you say you want to ride a horse.
No. So yeah, because the game gave me a horse. We'll send you this in the mail. No, and there's a really interesting guy, Josh Strife Hayes, who does
Oh yes.
the history of MMOs, and he plays the worst MMOs out there. And he says that the pay to win structure is innately flawed because what you're doing is you're building problems into the game that you're then selling corrections to.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what almost everything does. And he goes, you can't blame the game designers for doing it because there's so much more money to be made in a pay to win environment, and it's because of the whales who are willing to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a game in order to beat up on somebody else who doesn't spend thousands of dollars in the game.
Whales? What does it stand for?
It just means
doesn't
whales.
stand
It's
for
big
anything.
fish.
It's the people who will spend tens of thousands of dollars on the game. So,
to get
like,
to
if
get
you're looking
gear,
at
that top end gear, so they can beat up on other people that don't have top end gear.
Right. So in terms of the reason why it's called they're called whales is just because it's like of all of the fish that you can catch, they're the ones that your white whales are
Right.
the ones that will.
So
So
they
you
say
end up
that they're
catering to them just by
because that 80% of
the way
your
they're
income
whales.
comes off of the whales, even though
Right,
they
okay.
make up a fraction of the population. But the problem that they
Right.
have is that they can't afford to have whale take on whale, because then nobody wins. They need to have people who have enough fun in the game to not spending money, and then have them there so that the people who spend loads of money can beat up on them or feel better about themselves based on it. And that the model where you would just simply have a game and do the pay a monthly fee or pay a single fee to have all of the content of the game, those days are long gone because you can't make enough money, comparatively speaking, off of it.
Yeah, even like the content I read, my smutty supernatural content, it's usually like pay by the chapter. And it's like to get like 300 credits is $5, and then it's like 20 credits. It's always an odd number.
Yeah,
So
and
it's like 20
that's also it too, where they're saying, in order to do this, you need to buy in-game currency, but in in-game currency, you need to have 650 of these, but they only sell it in 500, so you have to buy
Right.
2 things of it, so that you end up with extra, so that you then buy into the system, so you have extra there, which means now you don't have to spend as much for the next thing you need to get. It's very fascinating. There's a whole. He talks a lot about the psychology of how you get people to continue to spend money and how mobile games are the future regarding this, because people, once they do one single authorization in game on their phone, then it's really easy after that. And the first purchases will always be like, for 17 cents you can get this, which gives authorization to charge that onto your account at that point in time. So now it's like, well, it's so easy to do it now. I don't have to give authentication again because I've already authorized it once. I'll pay $30 for this. I'll pay $60 for this, and it just kind of continuously adds up. It's fascinating. His videos are very interesting.
No, I think about it. I haven't seen any of his videos pop up on my feed for a while. I'll have to check it out and see what he's done lately.
No, the algorithm gets you too.
The rhythm is going to get you.
The rhythm is gonna get you.
According to Gloria Estefan.
Wait, Christina, were you just singing Attack of the Wiener Man by Here Come the Mummies?
No, she was singing
No.
Gloria Estefan.
I grew up in Miami. The Miami Sound Machine was like, that was a big part of the 80s for me was Jimmy Buffett and
That's
the
true.
Miami Sound Machine.
That's true. Yeah, I think you had to talk to this guy. Yeah, I forgot entirely about Gloria Estefan. And her broken back.
That's okay. One day I'll find somebody else.
Who am I talking to? They don't want to talk to me.
It says give Cortex an invasive procedure. Oh, they're just not doing anything?
That's Moon
Oh, okay.
and Metal
They're
Swiper.
not interactive.
They don't look to be. It looks like they were like maybe victims of somebody, and now we're going after Cortex.
Okay.
They were victims of his weird, decaying eidolons?
It's easy for me to say.
Eidolons? Yeah.
Oh. Stand there. Oh, it didn't quite kill the person. Apparently those little things are bombs. Little,
Ooh, these guys, this is a red one.
things.
You ready?
Yep, I'm gonna go punch it. That's what I do.
I'm gonna put it in a ring of fire.
Oh, hold on, we got a bunch of them here. Let me get all of them. Oh, they're really on you. Hold on. I gotta stand next to this person. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna pull them back over. Oh, wow. One of them stunned me. Wow. What a
There you go.
freaking pain in the ass. Alright, well, these people are just simply irritated at you in general. And I'm stunned. Holy crap.
I
got
sent
like-
you a break free. Did you get it?
I got like a 10 for resist against that. Magnitude resist. And they're apparently stunning me through my resist.
Wow.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, if they're stacking it still, but
That's one punch.
oh yeah, that's
I'm gonna die without. Alright.
it's one punch combo, man.
They won't let me give you any break frees.
What the hell?
'Cause I
Is,
have some, but
What
it
the
says I can't.
what the hell is even hitting me?
Mhm.
Yeah, they've knocked what I saw 3 times now. This is just a lieutenant.
The red one is the one I was fighting, and he's almost dead. But then I just didn't have enough to take him the rest of the way out.
I should be able to get him here, unless he knocks off my armor again. Wow, what a pain in the butt.
Right? Woof.
Yeah, they really did not like the fact that you were there.
Mm.
I couldn't get them off of you in the 2 different spots that they were in. I'm going right.
You always go right.
Not in
Better than
real
going
life.
wrong.
Not in real life, I don't. Hello, proximity. That's right. Stand right there. Stand right there. Oh, goodness. Okay, this is an elite boss. I'm going to pull this back because I don't want to keep getting shot by two things. Christina, why are you standing there?
Yeah.
All right, they didn't bother you. All right, that's fine. You were standing like right in the way of the pole. I thought for sure they'd stop.
I wasn't.
Thought for sure that they would stop and.
I was just paused on stealth, like pressed up against the wall.
Apparently, this guy's a question mark.
Well, it's not the cortex we're used to seeing.
Oh, and all my armor just went down. What the hell? Why does my armor keep on toggling itself off? Holy sheep tip. Wow. These guys are just way better fighters than I am. Hey, if you can drop the bonfire here, it'd be very helpful. Yep, there you go. Very helpful. Although he apparently is immune to knock. Oh, there it goes. I can just stand here and hit one punch every once in a while. That's all I can afford to do. He keeps on knocking down my armor otherwise. His smallest hit on me is 335. Oh, he just turned blue. I think you need to give him an invasive procedure. And we don't have lube. That's right. Gonna rub this in the dirt first. What are you guys? These guys are rotting. Why are you rotting? What's happening?
I see. Da-da-da. Sorry, I got excited.
Are you looking for team? Because it keeps on telling me you're looking for team.
I told you that. I don't know why it keeps saying it.
I just noticed that there's a city tab on the map.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Never paid attention to that before.
Dun, 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 dun. I will say, if I had to think growing up what my favorite moments were, Saturday morning cartoons, because it truly told you it was the weekend.
Yes.
Like you would get up before your parents, have a giant bowl of some super sugary ass cereal, and just watch them by yourself.
We didn't have sugary cereal.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, you don't miss what you don't know.
Very true.
Sorry.
Okay, you can finish them off. Eliminate the. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh my god, why would I not do that?
I'm apparently not able to be slowed. Okay, this guy's dead. Alright, where are we going? We're going over there.
Eliminate the sentry. I don't know where the sentry is.
It's a big robot next to the door over there, it looks like. But there's a
Big
whole lot of stuff
robot.
between here and there.
Oh, I see.
I'm going
See
to pull
now.
all the stuff over to somewhere.
What?
I got a
All
bu-
of it?
I got a bunch of purples. That one guy's decided to pick on you a little bit.
Okay. Oops. I guess it's less okay than I thought.
And the guy's over here. Yeah, alright. Need to find a spot that is... Here we go. It's very possible this may be too much for me as well.
I'm getting shot at over here too.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you down?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Fly if you can. Just go straight up. So there's this guy right next to me. Any chance you could just take him out?
Yeah.
I think if you can do that, I can res. All right. Armor, 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 armor. Seems like a lot of stuff to turn on to only have like 17% defense.
Mm.
What are you using for? Are you using SOs or?
No, they're all IOs.
We're just gonna go straight to the sentry now.
Yeah. After we hit this guy a little bit. If the guy goes flying over there. Alright, I don't want us to fight next to the guy. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll grab him and then I'll like pull him to over. Oh, let's take these guys out too. Those will freaking snipe us from the back. So much knockback. Alright. So I'm going to pull him to like here.
Okay.
It's going to be exactly. I want to wait for my heal to pop. I have noticed a fundamental change in the size of your eyes. Must mean that it's half an hour to go. Which means you are getting tired.
I both love and hate how well you know me sometimes. It's very mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not my fault that I pay attention. Okay, and there's this guy. I punch this guy. And then I punch this guy. Wait, why is that not a punch? I'll punch again. There we go. Now we go in. We can make this one the last one tonight. Looks like this is kind of an extended one.
Locate Dr. Pierce! Exclamation point. Defeat Commander Bouvier. Bouvier? Bouvier. It's Bouvier.
It is.
We're gonna be fancy tonight.
It's Bouvier because it's the same as Jackie Onassis, Jackie Kennedy. It's her name. In fact, I have one widow who's level 50, named Bouvier. I'm sure nobody gets it. Because she's most famous for being a widow, basically. So I made a famous widow.
That's kind of terrible, really.
I'm a horrible person.
I mean, it's funny and hilarious in that regard, but
Nobody gets it. It's 'cause I am way too smart. Not too dumb.
Old.
Not too dumb. Heal. Suck. Oh yeah. There's the stuff right there. You got that guy. Or he's pretty much dying pretty fast on his own. Or just kill him. Hey. I'm going in. I'm already kind of pissed off, so. Probably don't want to. Yeah, I was gonna say probably want to stand behind me because whatever he aims at me is gonna hit you. I'm gonna move over here. Alright, I have a ton of accuracies, which I need to turn into luck. There we go. Boy, we're being attacked from above. Hold on, I'm gonna move him out of here. Sorry, I know you just popped that down there. Oh, he's not interested in coming with, apparently. Nope, he's just gonna stand right there. All right. I'm gonna take out these guys up here. Oh, he finally came up here, though. Why is that happening? I don't get it. Oof. Alright, he's pretty much dead. Oof, that's a little endurance. So he's down. All right, now I just have to stand here long. Ooh, there's a big hit on his part. Wait. Oh my God, that was a huge hit. You just freaking smote me. I was at 3/4 health. Dead.
One hit.
Dead.
One shot, yeah. Sucks when you get one shot. Which coffee are you drinking?
As a brute, yeah. I don't know what was over left.
The almond one?
No, we still had stuff left from before that. I think the original Highlander grog was still left.
Thought we were out of that.
No, it was sitting next to the flowers.
Did you toss the flowers?
No, I carefully set them down. So the waste management did not pick up my garbage on Friday of last week.
That's like 3 weeks.
I'm like, what the hell? I can't stuff more in there, and there's food in there.
Right.
And well, in the event that I just have to get rid of them, I'm going to have to empty that out and put it into something else. I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
what, your garbage pickup?
yeah,
they have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you're not getting what you're paying for. So.
Yeah, I'm paying huge amounts of money for it. But there's like massive competition, so there's options. But oh, do you have your city pickers up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do now, but when we lived on the farm, that was not an option.
Oh, yeah, it depends on your township in Maine. If your municipality has enough resources for you to actually have service or not.
It's good that you guys have garbage pickup, but no medical at all. Pretty good that they've invested in garbage pickup.
There's medical. It's just
It just didn't want to pay the people.
It's
They want to pay
befitting
good people.
based off of the population and the work ethic or not work ethic, but yeah, it could be better. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
As you know, I hear how much of a fan you are.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I I sent an article to him, Zach, that came out this week in on the news where they were saying how almost the entire country is like at like 350, 375 a gallon, and Maine's average is still $4.39
Yep.
a gallon for gas. Like it's just not coming. They have no intent or desire to bring it down.
Although
And
Well,
to
you
be
know,
fair, I think didn't our price it was lower longer when they were going up, but not that.
you know what that means though. That means your state is making huge amounts of bank off of it because the cost per barrel has gone down. So their refusal to lower the price means that they're taking the money.
or conversely, it means that they are stagnant for turnover, and that their turnover is lower and doesn't reflect current market rates because they're buying at a delay from the normal market.
They're right on the ocean. They have Boston right there.
We have most of, and they said that was the other thing is they said that Maine has most of its fuel delivered by ship, which is
Almost all of the
prohibitively
world has their
expensive.
oil delivered by ship.
Yeah,
That
but
is
they were talking about how much more expensive it is because like other areas surrounding us are all delivered by pipeline.
Well, yeah, and I know we have
And
pipelines here, so I thought that was
but the pipelines all go to the other states; they don't go to us.
right.
but
So
the
everything we have for pipelines, like when we have hydroelectric, it's for Massachusetts. Maine doesn't get any benefit from hydroelectric. It's like we have all these structures we're building and doing, but they go to surrounding areas and not to us. It's just I remember when they wanted to do the corridor, Zach, and they were
Yep.
gonna like run a whole path through like our environment, like
Sure
all
do.
of, and freaking we weren't going to get any benefit from it because it was all going to be um, energy that went to different states instead of ours.
Yep.
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, and the way that they had the wording on it was confusing on the ballot, as usual, like they do with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
It can be a very challenging state to live in.
Jesus.
I would like to leave.
Same.
I can't beat this guy. We can't let him heal again.
I'm doing my best here.
What the frick? Is this not taking damage from us or what? I mean, you may want to see if you can attack from further away because
The knockback is serious.
you just are making this living off of hopping away from him and landing on your back.
Giggity.
And as amusing as it is to watch, it's not really effective.
Aw, douchey.
Holy shit! Okay.
His reply, "Oh, someone needs to move my car."
Hey, buddy.
Oh.
Let me make you more company.
Holy shit! everything I had, all of my inspirations,
Mm-hmm.
3 heals,
And a partridge in a pear tree.
2 turtlenecks, and a beer.
And a fucking uppercut. For good measure.
Yep. All right. Apparently, what's his face
And
is
one
over
scotch,
here
one bourbon,
somewhere.
and one beer.
She doesn't know who George Thorogood is, though.
I honestly feel like that's a song you've probably heard at least once. It's just probably like I bet if you heard it, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've heard this before." I mean, it's possible you haven't heard it, but
Oh my god.
hey, buddy, you can lay under the AC.
Is it hot there?
Somebody got joined by their pupper. Oh, that was accidental. That was the wrong thing.
If you have a heal, it would be a great time to use it.
Oh.
Acid mortars. Frickin' suck. Die, acid mortar.
Those are. I mean, it's awesome when you have them.
Mine doesn't seem like it's all that impressive, really. Because I'm usually fighting AVs with them. They don't seem to care.
Yeah, no.
Oh, look, they're taking 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. They seem to add up on me, though. How the hell do we get over there? It's gotta be here. Oh, here we go. I need to get better. Because whatever I'm doing with this character right now, it is not enough. I have been rock, paper, scissors by every combo. I have to be good at least one of them, but you would think. But it doesn't seem to be the case. I'm going to do it before tomorrow. Means tomorrow I would have been amazing at this. We have to get her out now. Which means we're going to be ambushed. Are you talking, or are you going to come, or?
I'm reading her stuff. She's talking to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so testy, but I'm in the process of reading and I'm trying to focus. I will be right there in just a moment, please.
All right. Well, you understand, right, that what's going to happen is at some point in time we're going to get ambushed as you're reading. Just going to put that out there. Miss, I'm too busy to actually listen to what you're saying.
I heard what you were saying, that we were going to get ambushed.
That doesn't sound kosher.
And who this? We need to get the 35 at least.
Unfortunately, I haven't played Red Armor, so I'm not familiar with like any sort of.
This is ice. I'm rad combat.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah. How do we get out of here? Here? Nope.
Mm.
Uh,
This is where it's really difficult for us, Zach, because we have
Oh.
one person
right here.
who can't see and one person who doesn't understand maps and can't navigate.
Do you need me to come help?
No, we figure it out eventually. He has a better sense of where we are despite not being able to see than I have with two good eyes.
I use my whiskers.
Good on you.
Yep.
Alright, cultists.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I just got freaking stealth struck from something.
Oh, did you get ambushed by a stalker?
Something happened. I saw a stealth strike pop up. Because they're freaking bastages. Give me your energy. Oh, I punch. Yeah, so I haven't really, I don't think I ever remember playing anything. Oh, we have a second ambush. In case the first one wasn't enough.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. Playing anything...
Putting any ice armor up to 50.
Yeah, it wasn't a very popular set.
let's get our faces over next to this wall. Otherwise, I'll just keep on shooting you like that.
I remember at launch I tried one, but it wasn't very effective.
I remember them being defense-based, but this is apparently not the case.
Yeah, they were early on, and then I think they got their resistances later.
How do I get out of here now? Oh, there's no freaking map. I think it doesn't matter.
We're right here.
Did they take her to the truck? Apparently so. Well, I'm glad we cleared out this little area over here.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Oh, I think you might have... Well, no, they didn't pay attention to you. See, I thought you might have swung a little close, but they didn't care.
No, I'm on stealth and she's still following me.
Right, but you would... Yeah, which is weird. That doesn't usually happen. I thought they might have
No,
had
it
her on
doesn't.
her. Let's get out of here! Ah!
Wait!
Oh, what a pain in the butt, that freaking elite boss. Holy crap. I can't do enough damage, and I...
If it wasn't a struggle, you wouldn't think it was fun.
There is some truth to that.
Yeah, that's true. God mode is one of the worst ways to actually play a game.
Oh,
Agreed.
shoot, over here just being a dick. Don't be just beating people up, man. Here.
I think we're out of here. Hold on. I have to... Yeah, according to your fortune, we are out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm just going to teleport.
Ooh. Teleporter. Zach, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, of course. I actually had some free time. I was already playing a game, but I figured I'd come hang out with you guys on voice chat.
Mm-hmm.
What are you playing?
You?
I am playing a game called Cult of the Lamb. I've been waiting for it for like a year and a half. It came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It's like a cross between... Half of it is like a roguelike fighting dungeon crawler kind of game, which feeds into you gather crafting materials and everything, which you bring back to your cult, which you use to level up your cultists and construct buildings and everything, which improves their belief in you and their ability to do cultish things, which makes you more powerful, which then makes so you can fight larger things, and yeah, it's a enjoyable game.
Sounds like a combination of adventure and building game.
Yeah, and it has cute graphics despite being a very horrific game.
I've been reading, or not reading, but seeing a lot of Stray showing up all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It was enjoyable, but a lot shorter than I would have liked.
Yeah, I think it's like less than 5 hours of gameplay, isn't it?
Yeah, if you rush through it. I tried to 100% it by getting all the collectibles, and I think I put like 7 or 8 in it.
Yeah.
But
I also heard that it's effectively the ending is very much a downer
Ending's very much what?
because
You cut out.
your companion all the way through ends up not being able to. I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. But
it's one of the things where it makes sense for the story, but yeah, it is kind of lackluster.
It kind of reminds me of like a Japanese, like a game show, where how in the United States there's always a winner.
Yep.
But in Japan, everybody can lose horribly, and nobody can win the prize. It's kind of that sentiment. The kind of an Asian type of, you know what? We don't care. We want the drama of this, and so.
It feels like Squid Game, but with cats.
Just a one.
Well, it's sort of like I felt it was kind of appropriate for what they were going for with the genre. It's sort of like the ending for the original Mafia game, where like essentially the character that you play through the entire game, he ends up betraying the family, and he ends up living his own life, and it ends with him being an older gentleman, and he's just mowing his lawn, and then car comes by and they gun him down because even though he was in witness protection and everything, family never forgets. And yeah, it sucks that the character you played as for that entire game dies, but again, it's the the mafioso genre of stories.
Yeah.
It's a fitting ending.
There's every possibility that nobody wins.
Yep.
It's like most of the Al Pacino movies of the 1970s and 80s. All right, I'm going to run to the police station.
Oh, are you sleeping in the police station?
Yeah, I turned good. I'm going to run to the police station. Only heroes are allowed. I did not change before I ran away. That's me being clever. Pardon me.
That seems like a big extra step that I'm unwilling to commit to.
Well, we all know you have this innate fear of commitment.
So awful.
Mm-hmm. All right, Null. Make me blue.
Who would ever want something like a lifetime commitment? Sounds terrible. The stability and predictability of that every day.
Yeah, boring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awful.
So I have to ask, Zach, is your wife from the area that you're currently living in? Or is she working on site, or can she do virtual as well?
So she lives in an area, or she grew up in an area, maybe like half an hour from here. It's northwest of where I am. I know you won't know, but Christina, she grew up in Bowdoin.
Okay. Yeah, by the college.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul. Remember when I told you I got that ticket for going 91 and a 65? That's where I got that ticket.
Is that where the cop wanted to see how flexible you were?
No, that was in Biddeford.
Oh, good lord.
It's not skeevy at all.
But since we ended up selling / loaning that to MOFGA, which is the Maine Organic Farmers and Gardeners Association, and we bought a house in Auburn. She lives with me. She works. She works. It's like 10 minutes away.
But she is physically on location for her job.
Yes, she is able to work from home from time to time, but given that she works at a factory as a quality control manager,
I see.
Yeah, she needs to be there most of the time.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, otherwise there's no reason for you if you don't like it there, you can go.
Well, the other reason is that she, as you can understand, has a very close relationship with her parents, and yeah, she wants to be here. Although, like I've kind of jokingly mentioned in the past, like when we first started dating, her dad was almost dead, and
He got better.
It's like 8 years later, and he's still in that state.
Yeah.
Despite everything, I'm convinced that he's like a lich driven through sugar. Like he eats candy and sweets, and he just keeps going.
You know, it's funny, when I was walking dogs at the old folks' home, I used to always tell Seneca, I have some clients I don't want to let go of, blah, blah, blah. And so, years go by, and he's just like, you kept telling me these people were near death, and here they still are. And it was funny because they would get to the point where, like, someone would have pneumonia or some other terrible thing would happen, and then they'd come out of it. Granted, it's Piper Shores, and I don't know if you know Piper Shores, Zach, but it's like,
I know the name, but I'm not familiar with like what it is.
you have to have a minimum of $5 million in order to
Gotcha.
be a part of it, like to move in, and then you have to have enough of a trust that, yes, and you have to buy your apartment, and then you have to have enough in trust that they guarantee that it will cover all of your healthcare expenses. It's
a retirement home.
Yes, but it's like it has like a 4-tier structure where they have cottages for independent living, and then they have large apartments that are like multi-bedroom and stuff, and then they have like smaller, like you'd be used to for like older people, like little smaller apartments, and then they have assisted living, and assisted living is when you move into like their place where it's direct supervision all the time.
Okay.
And then they have memory care, and memory care is for if people have Alzheimer's or anything like that. And then they have their own on-site health clinic. So, like if you need follow-up care or anything like that, they have a nurse on site that comes to your apartment, so you don't have to like be out. And otherwise, they'll move you to the assisted living floor in the clinic for temporary medical care if needed. But all of it's all inclusive.
Okay.
So you buy your apartment, and you pay your stipend annually.
Is it all inclusive, like all inclusive resorts? Where they're gonna charge you for a towel?
Well, they have their support staff, so like your Medicare, your medical care through them and everything is included. They do activities where like they take them out on boats, and it's right on the water in Scarborough, like right on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And they do all of these like big things out there, and like I said, everybody there is worth millions, and they're all really interesting people. Like Sylvia was a philanthropist in New York. She was one of the main people who contributed to the Met. She did HIV research during the peak of like the 80s, and like all of her notepads were silver Tiffany engraved notepads that had the family name and stuff on them. And then Ed was one of the people that did the original moon launch. And he had all of these pieces in his apartment that were going to go to the Smithsonian after. And so they were all just like people that were important, wealthy people in the very twilight of their lives.
Hold that thought. I'm going to shut down the stream for the night.
Oh,
so
sure.
we don't need to share our.
Good night, everybody.
We will see you guys tomorrow.